Hello world. I see my videos getting some likes, no comments. Right? Well, wisdom appears as madness to the uninitiated. Right? I know I spoke earlier, but it's about talking about it every day. Getting it out there. Right? This channel is dedicated to my relationship with Quentin Tarantino. I am the reason that he canceled the film The Movie Critic. It's late. Right? 1 a.m. I've been working the last 7 hours. With him always right there. Me always right there. Right? And so the point that it's gotten to now, what can I say? That's why I'm here now. Right? That's why I'm saying these things. Right? And I'll end up like Bill Cooper, I know. But I've written a novel. And so we're going through the novel. Usually I'll sing a song and recite Shakespeare. I don't know if I have the temerity this evening. My family's asleep right now. I don't want to. I have a booming voice. Just obliterates the sonic atmosphere I occupy. But if you recall, I made it to my mother's house. I believe this is where I am. I'm making a decision. If I was analytical enough, I would go back to the previous video and see definitively. Right. But before I begin, right? There's nothing, right? There's nothing good about what's occurring right now. Right? That we're entrenched in the most dangerous game any people can play. 100%. 100%. I've always seen it one way. Right? I don't know how he sees it. I don't know. You know, he's there, I'm here. What can I say, you know? He looks someone in the eye. He says something. That person is never me. Right? But we know the mind, right? If we've been listening, right? That mind permeates all. That there is no separation. Right? In every cubic centimeter of space lies the potential for conscious expression through the fracturing of the hologram, through motion, through pressure. Right? So a force acts upon the hologram, right? So sublime in its construction that it cannot be expressed physically. It is too divine. The world is a material simulation of a nobler spiritual truth. Right? So these are the rules. Right? Anything less is lazy scientism. That's the thing, right? Scientism, right? Where it's like science is the religion. Anyway. The reality, right, that we have to all accept as being humans, right, is that you can never know. You can never know. You can say, oh, everything seems chaotic. Everything seems so confused. Right? And therefore, it must be some accidental. Right? I give no weight to that intellectually at all. I think that that's a lazy answer intellectually. Right? We could talk about DNA for 100 hours, right? There's people who have gone through every single possible sequencing of those 4 A, C, T, and G, right? And it's only however many that like yield anything, right? Right? But there it is, right? The horizon of your ignorance, right? You'll never circumvent it. Huh? But we're going through the novel, I'm reading the pages, we're talking about the writing, what I liked, what I didn't like. And I suppose, here we are. I park my truck on the street in front of my mother's house. Wait the 3 minutes for my breathalyzer to turn off. The device reserves the right to test you 3 minutes after. Walk to the side porch and knock on the door. My mother comes to the door and goes wide-eyed. We have not spoken since February, almost 2 months. Son, delivery. She opens the door and meets me outside. Hi, Ethan, come in. We walk into the house. I close the door behind me. The main door is painted red, with a large window blinded as a rectangle on the top half of the door. The glass door in front of it is falling apart. The house is ramshackle. The elongated knob is no longer secure on either side of the door, and will fall out and clang to the ground whenever the good Lord sees fit. A coat hanger filled primarily with reusable tote bags of varying kind. 2 hats adorn the topmost being a glittery, bright red homosexual drag queen's cowboy hat, like that guy in Midtown who plays guitar in his underwear, and below that a wide straw sun hat. On the wall to the right of the door as you enter, a print of 3 different colored butterflies, pure kitsch. No one in the family is from Saturn, which leads into a short, curved archway leading to the dining room. No one in my family is from Saturn. Words. Which leads into a short, curved archway leading to the dining room. On the other side of the coat rack is a small cabinet with inlaid patterns along each of the 4 doors. The top is a darker wood, thin. 2 oil lamps stand with their lids next to them in the left upper corner. Behind the lid is a 3-way radio, CD player, and turntable. Designed to look like a nice radio from the 40s. Kitsch. Above it, a collection of vinyls. Standard treasury of the world's great music. In the corner of the room with a window and a lamp dividing the two is a large cat house, 5 stories tall. Great fuzzy carpet material. Green animal beds reminiscent of shag carpet adorn the floor haphazard. Opposite the couch, 2 beat-up red recliners covered with floral patterned cases. But the chairs are both destroyed from cat claws and dogs. Between them a beat-up antique 19th century school desk where a basket rests and is filled with magazines no one reads. The wall behind having 3 large bookshelves, every row filled with a true hodgepodge of condition. Some classics, Faulkner, Hemingway, Dickens. 2 sets, neither of which contain David Copperfield. Several copies of the Bible, including a VHS collection of the Bible on tape, which I've never listened to and likely never will. The Prophet, Cahill Gibran. Biographies of Barbara Bush and Jimmy Carter. Wonder what she got out of reading those. A Tupperware of arbitrary CDs, with a red-headed Irish woman prominently figuring in my line of sight as I sit down. The CD reads, Celtic Woman. Something else, perhaps. A set of Democrats Magazine's facsimiles from 1889. Countless books on home repair. A whole bottom shelf of scrapbooks, car repair books, collections of Norman Rockwell, The Art of Walt Disney, some 4 dozen horrible novels, biography of Hitchcock, a bunch of vinyls, a 20th century, 1956 children's book on American folklore from Walt Disney, a giant thesaurus and dictionary, and the dozen or so books of mine that are here. Some novels, The Watchmen, and 3 books on esoteric philosophy. Albert Pike's Morals and Dogma, as well as Esoterica, the symbolism of the blue degrees of Freemasonry, and an Aleister Crowley translation of Eliphas Levi, The Key of the Mysteries, some self-help bullshit, rare obscure 19th century books from inheritance of long ago, such as While Rome Burned, as well as The Pillar of Fire, of which I've only read the introduction of the latter, which reads like anti-Semitic propaganda, Jews for Jesus, but it is a scholarly work. Undoubtedly an interesting read, if only for the political considerations of the prose itself. All literature written within a time, if timeless. In the rarest of instances, the former is a novel by Alexander Walcott. Atop the middle shelf, an old wooden ice cream machine from the 18th century sets the top 3 books, the bottom of which being the only one I can read, which is called The Joys of Wine. No one here knows anything about wine. Neither do I. To the left of the shelves against a door, now defunct as the path, is covered by stuff is a Civil War chest. Likely Confederacy, though the prominence is in full is unknown to me. The name carved crudely into the top of the chest. It has iron-plated bracing running the height of each corner, and the deep ocean blue paint is chipped. The patina is immaculate, you could say. Owned by one Captain J.A. Oliver. Company Colonel. 1st 25th Regiment, OVI, the carving reads. If that's Colonel or Commander, I couldn't say. A basket of flower seeds, a copper candy dish, and a brass I don't know what. Receptacle, I want to say chamber pot, but I don't think that's right. Anyway, some fucking brass bullshit. A gas fireplace to the left of the chest. To the right of the couch, between the couch and the recliners, has a stained glass fleur-de-lis with a brass border and inlay at the bottom, with 2 brass something or others that go inside of it. I bought it for my mother some years ago because she said she liked it. However, it doesn't really do what it's designed to do, which is have light shine through it. The gas flame is too concentrated. To the left in front of the white brick, an old ceramic vase with plastic plants jutting out of its brown... with plastic plants jutting out of it. Brown straw looking something with some other green and red leafy branch something. And on the opposite side of the arch leading to the dining room, another shelf with 3 decorative candle holders on the top, tall with green ivy floral patterns running down the long legs. A set of headphones sits in a charging house next to them. Below the box for a Nintendo Switch, a combination VHS DVD player with the backside facing out and the 3 cables, yellow, red, white, plugged in and shuffled into the front out of the way. Below that, a shelf full of books on healthy dieting and nutrition. Below that, 4 stacked carousel slide sets from the 60s. I have looked through them, they are forgettable. But I should again, there is a lot. And below that, another large basket, and some cookbooks to the left of it. On the couch, bunched towards the top right, is a crocheted thick red blanket, very warm and very well made. The opposite that against the left, armrest 4 pillows, 3 off-white with pink embroidered Renaissance scenes, and 1 solid maroon pillow. I take a seat on the couch, her on the recliner to my left with an orange cat in her lap. What's going on? I quit. Oh. Yeah, it's bullshit. I can't do anything I care about traveling in this way. I have money. I'll find something that doesn't make me live on the road, even if it's less money. I see. Are you going to stay here? No, I'm about to go to Whitney's now, stay there a few days, then go back to Colorado. Denver? No, I want to try the western slope, Durango area. I'll camp till I find something. Okay, great. I will be back here at least once, though. I'm going to see Clam in Vegas on Halloween. I'm going to buy one of the travel packages. They go on sale before the tickets do. Okay, that's fine. Are you hungry? No, I just wanted to stop and say hi. I'm going to head to Whitney's now. She nods and we stand. She follows me to the door and gives me a hug. Love you, see you soon. I call Whitney as I'm heading to the street and getting into my truck through the window, as my door has always been broken, and so I have to pull up the lock as I pull the handle, which on the outside is broken off and is a metal stub. It is almost impossible to use, but the inside works fine. Hey, I'm about to head your way. Cool, I'll text you the address. It's past the parkway, but real easy to find. Sounds good, see you soon. Bye. I turn over the truck and make another phone call as I get out towards Killen, heading towards Athens. What's up, Ethan? Pickles, what are you up to? I met Pickles on the New Year's run for Clam at MSG in 2019. We shared an elevator at the Hotel Penn. a notorious hotel rife with degeneracy every New Year's. She was wearing a green wig, long straight green hair, and a pickle tiara over her head. I complimented her outfit and we got to gabbing. While smoking cigs, she informed me and two other guys there for the show that she is in fact a competitive pickle eater and espoused the virtues of not letting the relish overwhelm your flow, to which I quipped, "So you have good mouth skills?" Wide-eyed, she replied, "I guess I do." To which I replied, "A redeemable quality in any woman." We've been close ever since. "Oh, nothing. I'm going to play pickleball." That tracks. Sounds fun. You here? Of course. Are you going? Of course. Hell yeah, me too. Patrick, John, all of us. Hell yeah, let's party. I was wondering if I could send you some money and you send me a package. Sure, no problem. You tell me what you want. And I got you. Sweet, I'll let you know. I'm driving, but we'll talk soon. Later. Heading east on 72, passes through Rogersville. Before that, one notable body of water, not the river. A lovely creek that commands your attention at the golden hour. And scattered amongst the farmland divestitures of country roads, wide expanses. And after passing into Limestone County and into Athens, I turned south on Interstate 65 and drive 11 miles to exit 340, where I turn onto Interstate 565 and coast through Madison, County Line Road, the airport, Zert Road, Madison Boulevard, Redstone Arsenal, the Space and Rocket Center, replete with life-size Saturn V rocket on the right, Bob Jones heading into Huntsville, Sparkman. Finally, I turn off the interstate on the other side of the parkway on Pratt Avenue, turning right first there, then again on California, a left on Hermitage, a right onto Kennemer, and a quick left onto Shades Crest Road, third house on the left. The property is on a hill bounded by woods in the back. Seems like a nice part of town, more elevation than anything I've experienced living there. The garage door is open, and I go knock on the door. My sister opens the door and a cacophony of noise emerges. She has 3 children and a stepson, varying ages between 16 and 6. I asked y'all to stop yelling. You never listen. She gives me a hug and invites me in. How are you? Good? You? She leads me through the house, past the screaming children, in the distance to an outdoor patio where her husband and his friend are smoking a blunt. Small rectangular wooden table, a couple of wicker chairs, light durable patio furniture, screened in from the half wall on 3 sides, excepting the side shared with the house. I reach out and shake hands. Gentlemen, good to see you again. Yes, you too. My sister and I sit down. You said you have time off? No, I quit. She chokes as she passes me the blunt. So you just stopped showing up? Just left? I took a good drag, just one her, and passed it. No, I put in a notice. I did it legit. She seems relieved. It's bullshit. I don't know what I want. But no more. You'll go back to Colorado? I nod. Yeah, I'm going to camp on the western slope until I find something. I'll go soon. I got something coming here, but I'm having her overnight it, and then I'm heading back out. You have enough money? No, I'll have to get a job. I'm thinking about it to be sure, but I'm not broke. But you're going to Clam. Oh yeah. 3 times, 10 shows. Where are you going? The sun has nearly set. First the Gorge, then Dick's, and Vegas. You went there before, haven't you? Once in 18. It's harsh out there. Lots of walking dry. The river is great. Definitely worth the drive every day to cool off. I ate too many edibles on Sunday and didn't eat enough. I got put in the medical tent waiting to be close to the band. Oh, what? I had people sticking up for me. But I put my hand up, said it's fine, and went with them. I was sloppy stoned on edibles. I woke up at the end of the second set. They asked me what day it was, what my name was, and sent me loose in the world. They were playing Burst, Aperture, and Ooze. But I left. The show was over. Into the second set. She laughs as she exhales. She laughs as she exhales and passes me the blunt once more. I take a hit. Yeah, it's funny. I got put in Wookiee timeout. I take a hit and we all chuckle. I'll do better this time. I pass it. Gotta eat more. The sun is savage. You have to walk like a solid 4 miles a day. Maybe less. But if you're active, maybe more. You really gotta go to that river. And yeah, GA venue. It's fucking rad. You can get right there. I got close every night. I'll do it again this time. Yeah, I don't know that I've ever done that. Same with a few exceptions, but it's awesome. You gotta have all your drugs beforehand. Or be prepared to go sober, you know. No shortage of drugs. Indeed. The couch on the other side of that wall, you can sleep on that. Sounds good? The sun is gone. Evening into night. I suppose I'll stop there. I know that I lost it as far as like proper reading any number of times, but I like those pages. Right? And so it's like it's leading in, right? It's building up to, right? The movie critic, right? Right? So quit my job in 21, right? Went back out west. Ended up in LA, right? Decided I was an actor at the end of 22. Right? Wrote Quentin. In June or July of 2023, right? Like 6 months later. 4 letters. Right? And so the novel that I'm reading now, right, it leads to, right, that's where we're going. And it only covers up to February. All the names are changed, right? Like, this is the game, right? We're talking about writing, right? This is what writers do, right? Some 90% of writers' first novels are autobiographical. And I suppose I'm still living it in a palpable way as I make these videos. It's very hard for me to work on it, you know, as a result of what it is, you know? And I do find myself feeling, you know, more obligated to, right, to assume that my mind is under attack and that I have to, right, I don't have to debase myself, right, I don't have to conspire in the way that they have upon me, right, and they stole it from me, right, because they're powerful. Right? Right? But obviously he's never understood the game. He's never understood what he's been doing. Right? And so, right? Right? I'm not interested in getting diseases from institutions, right? Mortuaries, organs, right? Thought about that. Do you think about that? From corpses, from fresh corpses. I think this is the game, right? Like, this is, right? Right. The game is we're attacking each other with our minds, right? And I'm assured, no more, right? I'd be remiss if I didn't say that, because, right? But, right? So you create this condition, right? You say, okay, I'm gonna crawl all the way into this guy's mind, right? That's what I'm gonna do, right? At the same time that you create this conspiracy, right? You say, I'll never spend a minute of my life with this man. Right? That this is, right? Psychologically, right? This is no. Right? It's not healthy for me, not healthy for him. Right? It's not healthy for anyone involved. Right? For this to persist for 10 years. Therefore, right? He had his machinations, right? to conspire, right, to compel me to suicide, right? That's there it is, right? So that hasn't occurred, right? We're still here, right? And now, right? I tell you. You know, I never know if he's sending people to murder me. I never know that, right? I can't trust any of the things that I hear in this way anymore, right? No. Doesn't matter how strong it is, right? Doesn't matter how absolute it is, right? And it is a case study, make no mistake, right? It is, right? True communion of minds, right? So, right? I don't know how he sees it. I don't know, it perplexes me, to be sure. Right? Right? Does he tell people, oh no, I don't want him to die. I want to keep this weird, fucked up, diseased relationship between the two of us forever. Right? Is that a good answer? I don't, Right? So, right? My point being, right, that my reasoning, right, my logical mind has to assume, right, that he's attacking my mind, that he's trying to destroy me, right, that there's no other interpretation there, is there, right? Oh, you think, okay, I see it. I see it. Right? That you want to, right? Use your mind, right? So, can I go to the hardware store and spend $40? Fuck anybody up. Anybody. Bad. Real bad. Right? It's easy. Right? I don't see, right? No fucked up back alley deals required. Right? Right? No disgusting Hollywood fixer horse shit. Right? Raw divinity. Eh? Obliterated. Eh? This is the game. That's the game. Same game. Right? So? Right. You want to debase it? No. This is... It's too much. He can't kill me. I can't kill you. He keeps saying it. Right? It's always been the same game, right? Like, that's the point. Right? And he says, oh, no one's ever played this game. Right? You're wrong. Right? It's always been the same game. Sorcerer against magician. Right? But it's the 21st century, isn't it? Eh? It's always been the same game. Right? So? Right? Okay. Torturing each other with our minds. That's the goal here. Right? So we got Cubic Wayfield, Atlantis, 88 subdivisions, right? 16 equilateral triangles. The New Jerusalem. 5 golden mean spirals. Right? Dodecahedron inside of icosahedron. Compound of 5 cubes. Right? 2 9-sided polygon. Every interrelationship. Interlaced inside of each other. So. Right? Right? So you meditate on these things. Right? And it brings you into harmony, right? Right? With the divine form of a thing, right? With the divine form of creation. Right? Always abstract, always an idea. Right? The conscious field, breathing through it, mutates it into a corrupted shadow of the form. Right? That's right. Right? So that's a thought force, right? Right? That's a novel neuronal firing out into, right? Right? So can he do the things that he's done? He did it. He did it. Right? And so the real question now, right? The real question now, right? Is he actually evil? Right? Is he? Right? Because I posit, if I go to the hardware store, right? Right? And I set up a magnifying glass, right? 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 He's a fucking coward. That's the point. Right? And he'll pay people to come here. Right? Because he knows I'll destroy anybody. Right? Oh, just a crazy guy. Hey, just a crazy guy. Oh, I would never kill him. Right? Right? My point is that, right, now the condition, right, Prospero, right, now it's just a siege, right, that's all it is, right? There is no, huh? Right? I could espouse wisdom on it, discuss tactics, right? He stole his tactics from me, right? I know what the game is, right? You want to talk about the mind game? Huh? Right? Right? These things that he does to me. Right? There's no mystery, right? There's no mystery. Right? I answer to no man save God, right? And so I'm telling you right now, right? Anyone can do these things. Right? This isn't. Right? Can you do them like me and Quentin do them? Right? Is that maybe that's an appropriate question? No. No. Most of you cannot. For sure. Right? But these things. No. Most people are simple. But perhaps 0.02% of the populace has the capacity within them. Right? I don't know what his approach is. Right? I don't know. Does he just have pictures? Right? Does he? What? Does he know anything about the compass? Is this, I don't know. I don't know. What I'll say, and it's mentioned later in my novel, right, is that when the daughter, right, which is all bullshit, it's all bullshit, right? But when it's like, oh, I want to be in your life, you know, the first thing I said was, you show me every talisman of power you have, and I destroy it. That's the deal. Eh? Or you get no access to me. Right? And so, right, that tells me that he has no, he doesn't, you know, that he's not there. That he's not there. He only thought he was there. Right? That these, you know, the image is only half the equation, right? The other half is space, right? But that's, right? You have to know who the person is, right? And you have to see the underpinning, right? Where they're standing. That's the point. Where they're sitting. Where they're fucking their fine wife, right? That's the point, right? And so I initiate the whole world, right? And just to be clear, just so that like we're on the same page here, these are all made different ways, right? This isn't, you know, like this is not. It's not one all, you know. No. It's right, and those are just a few examples. It's nothing. It's nothing. I'll make 1,000 of those, and they're all different, right? Right? So, right? We're in a magic siege. We're in a psychic mind battle. A psychic mind game. Right? I should have given him what he wanted, for sure. I'm good. It's hard for me to be honest, you know? If I assume that he's not a complete candy-ass coward, right? And he wouldn't send someone to murder me, send people to murder me, right? Right? Then I should build something. Then I should, you know? That's right? If there's a single part of me that thinks that he'll send people to murder me, right? This is the problem, you know? This is the problem. This guy tries to play the mind game with me, right? I show him what time it is, right? And now he's hiding behind his money, right? Now that he sees the game that he's playing, right? 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 Now you want to say, oh, I'm famous. Oh, I'm famous. I'll have you assassinated. Right? Right? And yes, I do believe I would blind you. Destruction is easy. Right? This thing that he's touching on, he understands nothing. Right? Right? I'll make any person on this earth so goddamn miserable, they'll blow their brains out in a day. If that's the game that we're playing right now, I think I understand now. Right? I don't want to fight. I filed the suit. Right? But it's getting to that point. Right? It's getting to that point where, you know, you don't get to just keep torturing me. Right? And I do nothing about it. Right? Right? And I don't have to debase myself at all. Can of spray paint, 2 pieces of plywood, a saw, magnifying glass prisms. That's all I need. $20, $30. Huh? Right? You can do the same thing, right? But then again, right? I know it protects me, right? It's all the way in every cell in my body, right? So, the subtleties are over, right? That's the point, right? That now, there's no varnish, right? You don't want to spend time with me. You don't want to... Oh, I see. I see. You don't want to... So you don't want to... Right? So you want me to die. That's... I get it. I get it. Right? And now... Right? Now you've turned it into something. Now you've escalated it to a level... Oh, there's nothing wrong with you. Oh, there's nothing wrong with you. Right? Can always deny. Right? But the truth of the matter is that, right? It's time for me, right? You want to keep doing this thing, right? That you've been doing to me, right? You want to keep doing that in that way, right? So, right? You don't fuck with me. I don't fuck with you. Right? Right? I'm really pissed off right now. I'm really pissed off right now when I think about it. When I think about how disgustingly base he is. Right? Right? There's nothing redeemable about him. He's gone. He's gone. Spiritually, metaphysically. Right? There's no light there. Right? So, right? All these people, right? Stacey Sher, Angie McIntosh, Mike Simpson, Ari Emanuel, right? David Berlinski, Stephen Meyer, Troy Anastasio. Right? You think, right? Right? So, you can all say nothing to me. You can. That's your right. That's your right. Right? But what I'm saying right now, right, is that, right, that he's drawn a line in the sand, right? That he's said, okay, now you go. You understand? Right? So, the game's over. Right? And if we persist in this way, right, for month after month after month, right? Right? No. That's not an option. That's not an option. Right? I know you all understand me perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Right? Is he a sick, degenerate murderer? Right? Or is he prepared to reconcile with me? Right? Because if he's just a sick degenerate, right, who wants me to die, right, then I have to protect myself, don't I? Right? If we're playing the, oh, I'm using my mind to destroy you game, if that's, right, if that's the game that we're playing, right? So, it's time, right? It's time for us to come together, right? It's time for some sort of statement to be made, right? Right? I'm not interested in fighting, right? I'm not interested in torturing people, right? Right? But we have to make sure that we all understand each other, right? That's right. I think we all understand each other just fine, don't we? Right? Right? Would you ban me from all Discovery Institute events? David Mamet? You put my picture in front of anywhere you speak? Do not allow this man? Right? Right? So, the game is barreling towards a conclusion. Huh? We can all be cool, right? We can just all be cool. I told him 1,000 times, fuck off, release your movie. Right? But now the suit's out there. I gave him the addendum. Right? My niece tells me 300 million. So that's what I'll ask for. And I'll wait for Jack Ruby in the wings. Every step of the way. Right? Right? Brian deserves to be destroyed by my mind. Eh? I deserve to be able to make Brian blow his brains out with my mind. That's the game we're playing. That's just so that, like, that's the game we're playing. Right? Right? It's easy to be evil. It's easy to be cruel. Right? And so the cruelty has run its course. Right? I can no longer. I just can't do it, and I'm putting my family in risk in some way, But I have to go to the hardware store tomorrow, and I have to build something, And it'll cost me nothing. It'll cost me no money at all. Right? And I'll need nothing but the sun. Right? No conspiracy required. Right? So, no more fighting. Right? No more sick, half-measured relationships. It's time to come together, right? Right? You don't want me, I don't want you. Right? Congratulations. Right? Right? But if the people around you are smart at all, right? Why haven't you killed me already? Right? Well, what, you're going to give me a bunch of money and just set me loose in the world? No, we have to come together. We have to come together and make the movie. Right? That's right? Right? All of us just out here loose in the world? No. We're gonna have dinner together, right? We're gonna, we have to. And we don't at all. Right? I know that. I am aware of that. Right? But I know. I know. Right? Quentin is very hesitant to let me loose in the world with a bunch of money. Right? Right? He knows. He knows. I don't need anything. I don't need anything. I have enough money to destroy anyone. Right? This is easy. This isn't... Right? So... Right? I don't have to be a movie star. He can keep it. I don't want it. I don't want it. But you destroyed my mind, so you're gonna pay. For sure. That's... You know? Got your way. Got what you wanted. Destroyed my mind. Made me question my every thought forever. And you know that's not true, but it is, isn't it? Huh? Right? So... There it is. Right? 9601 Wilshire. Right? If anybody's watching this, that's the address. Mike Simpson. Right? Reconciliation or madness and death. Right? We're mortal enemies or we're reconciling. There is no in between anymore. That's the point. Right? So I'm posting about it every day. Right? Quentin and I need to come together to find an amicable resolution for whatever this is, right? Because, right, I'm not gonna continue to do nothing, right? And that's all I'll say about it. Good night. God bless. Hold those close to you dear. See what's good in your life.